Saturday night's main event is over and there's a new World Heavyweight Champion. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the real reasons why CM Punk won the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. CM Punk defeated main event Jey Uso in a rare babyface versus babyface match that was a showcase for both wrestlers and that featured a clean finish. However, why did WWE opt to put the title on Punk rather than Jey Uso? Well, number one, it's probably the obvious one, there's too much heat on Jey Uso. Now, there's many reasons for why Punk captured the title, but why did Jey Uso come up short? Well, the reality is that WWE's decision to give Jey a shot at the title was not well received by WWE fans at all, including LA Knight fans who hoped to see Knight finally secure a world title win, and Bron Breakker fans who thought this was the right time to give at least Breakker a world title shot. Now, whilst it's ridiculous to say that Jey Uso is no longer popular, that doesn't mean fans want to see him in the world title picture right now. In fact, the hijacking over on WWE's YouTube channel showed that the dislikes heavily outweighed the likes, and anything involving Jey Uso and the world title has just been bombarded as the most disliked videos on WWE's YouTube channel for 2025. Now, Jey's first reign was a pleasant surprise, if not a well-booked one, and it's easy to imagine him competing for a world title again. It's just that right now isn't the best time, and WWE needs to find a different role for him. Number 2, CM Punk is a more viable babyface. In a world where the only choice for a world champion babyface is CM Punk or Jey Uso, CM Punk actually wins every time. Punk is more popular, can work a style against any style of opponents, and has the experience to adapt to whatever situation he's thrown into, whether it's a last-minute change of opponents or a hastily thrown-together storyline. While Jey Uso is certainly no rookie and has shown he can wrestle, he's still a level below Punk. Number 3, Punk is a proven commodity. Now let's be fair, does CM Punk need a world title at this stage in his career? But while the answer is no, Punk's history shown he's a proven commodity who can be counted on to step in whenever things go wrong, such as Seth Rollins' recent injury. Interestingly enough, CM Punk is like the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who WCW repeatedly tried to shift into a secondary role, only to call him to wear the world title whenever the ratings started to sink. Punk has a similar quality, although it's fair to say that WWE recognizes Punk's worth far more than WCW did with Flair. That doesn't mean Punk was the only choice WWE had for winning the world title besides Jey Uso. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, LA Knight missed that cut. Is it because WWE feels LA Knight is unworthy of a world title reign, or feel that he simply doesn't need one remains unknown? Ultimately, Punk was WWE's choice, and the only thing WWE needs to worry about with Punk as champion is a chance he'll get injured. A chance that regrettably is part of the wrestling grind. Number 4, CM Punk Kingmaker. CM Punk has had some great series with wrestlers ever since his 2023 return, but now that he has the world title again, Punk has the chance to cement a main eventer's career or even elevate an uppercard star into the main event scene. Now, as good as Punk's feuds against wrestlers such as Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre have been, it would have been smart for WWE to have Punk put over someone such as Dominic Mysterio, who rumor has it is being prepared for a babyface run, but could also continue as a heel, not only giving him a rare W over the best in the world, but a world championship to boot. Number 5, Punk can pivot to heel. Now, another reason why Punk is such a good choice for champion is that he's repeatedly shown his ability to transition into playing a heel. Indeed, some wrestling fans believe Punk's best work is as a heel. While it's unknown if WWE fans are ready to embrace Punk as a heel once more, you can be certain he's up to the task, as his past encounters with fellow babyfaces have shown he's willing to hit hard in matches and promos. But just imagine what Punk could do if WWE decided to have him turn. This would likely lead to at least one heel turning babyface such as Bron Breakker, injecting fresh blood into Raw's babyface roster. Number 6, Gunther is coming back. Now, when is Gunther returning to action? Now, the ring general has been absent ever since dropping the World Heavyweight Championship to CM Punk at SummerSlam, and while fans haven't heard a definitive timetable, rumor has it that his return is imminent. Now, that certainly means you can count on Gunther looking for a rematch and his third world title reign. The two superstars' last match was a classic, and rest assured, Gunther will do everything possible to top that one. Gunther's return should make for some exciting television, as he may have to vie with Bron Breakker to get his shot at the gold, or perhaps even Brock Lesnar. However WWE books things, having the belt around CM Punk's waist creates some scintillating storylines for Gunther. Number 7, Punk has beef with Paul Heyman. Now, Punk's title win creates an interesting situation, as he now has a chance to get revenge on Paul Heyman for betraying him at WrestleMania 41 this year. What's particularly compelling about this situation is that Punk has something Heyman wants for his wrestlers, the World Heavyweight Championship. At the same time, Heyman's presence as the side of the Vision's Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed makes him a sitting duck, I count on both sides capitalizing on this dynamic, which should lead to some great television, whether it's Punk and Heyman firing off promos or Punk battling the Vision. It's worth noting that although Bron Breakker seems like the frontrunner for a title match against Punk, Bronson Reed has plenty to offer, and WWE could even play up a rivalry between Breakker and Reed as they vie for a title shot, yet another instance of Punk's World Championship status, creating clever angles. Number 8. Roman and Punk Dream Team. Now, CM Punk isn't the only wrestler who wants revenge on Paul Heyman, as Roman Reigns has a score to settle with his former wise man. Unfortunately, the combination of Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed seems to be too much, and while Roman has said he wants to handle things on his own, he may find himself joining forces with CM Punk. This could easily progress to another War Games match with Roman and Punk teaming up, or in a traditional tag team match. Naturally, this will be an alliance of convenience, and fans will want to jump to the real main event of Punk vs Roman. Which leads us to number 9 as Punk vs Roman. A Punk's world title win is a good thing for Raw on many levels. We've already seen how Gunther and Paul Heyman could step into storylines with the new world champion, but fans shouldn't forget about Roman Reigns, a feud that incredibly has barely been addressed in WWE. The WrestleMania 41 match settled nothing, and for many fans, triple threat matches are rarely the best way to handle a feud. But now fans have a chance to see Punk and Reigns square off mano a mano, and even better, do so with the World Championship at stake. Neither man needs a world title reign, but Roman Reigns fans would be happy to see him regain a world title along with seeing who emerges victorious in a one-on-one bout. Even the thought of a Punk vs Reigns match is enough to interest fans in watching the storyline build up. Number 10. Punk is a good transition champion. Now, how long will CM Punk's current reign last? While he's already surpassed his last reign, that doesn't mean fans shouldn't count on Punk holding the title for many months. However, if even Punk ends up being a transitional champion, he's one hell of a choice. We've already mentioned the many things Punk brings to the table, and that's why WWE knows the title is in good hands until the time comes to put the title on someone else. Punk has earned WWE's trust thanks to a great backstage track record, as well as dynamite work in the ring, both which means he's the right choice for a transitional champion, or should WWE go to plan B for a long-term champion. Number 11. More fuel for Punk vs Seth. Now, another reason for Punk's title win is that it adds fuel to the already raging fire that is CM Punk vs Seth Rollins feud. It's unknown how WWE will handle things when Seth returns, as he could even revert to playing a babyface or continue his heel run despite being taken out by fellow heels The Vision. Nonetheless, both CM Punk and Seth Rollins still have a score to settle in the ring, and even if Rollins returns to playing a babyface, he's never shown any love for Punk since Punk's return. Punk, on the other hand, downplayed Seth's disdain, and that is until Rollins joined forces with Paul Heyman and stuck it to Punk by cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase to make Punk's reign into an afterthought. I count on both men renewing their feud, with Seth claiming Punk never beat him for the title, and Punk giving Rollins his shot just to get his hands on him. The beauty of this is that WWE's long-term storytelling has conditioned fans to accept that wrestlers may not face each other for months, but that doesn't mean they've forgotten their heat towards each other. Number 12. Raw's main event babyface roster is lean. Now, the Red Brand's babyface roster is very lean right now. While WWE has stars such as the Usos and LA Knight, it's clear the promotion doesn't see them as viable world champions right now, or perhaps even ever. While Roman Reigns is a megastar, his infrequent appearances make it doubtful he could sustain any more world title defenses than he did as a tribal chief. Consequently, Punk was WWE's best choice for a world champion, not only because he's the best babyface for the role, but because a heel champion on Raw wouldn't have many top-tier opponents. That could change with some transfers from SmackDown, but that doesn't seem to be happening. WWE wisely opted to have Punk win the title. And is this another reward for Punk helping WWE? And last and certainly not least, Punk's world title win was also a small acknowledgement by WWE of how much they've appreciated the hard work he's put into helping the company since his return at 2023 Survivor Series. While people were understandably concerned about how Punk might act backstage, he's proven to be a locker room leader and mentor to young talent, all the while giving 110% in the ring. While Punk is undoubtedly well paid for his WWE work, adding another notch to his world titles is kind of the intangible that shows WWE's appreciation for him. But there you have it, folks, our look at the real reasons why CM Punk won the world title. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.